Hello everybody, this is Lincolnus Prime, and today we will be taking a look at the Bandai High Grade Universal Century 1144 scale RX-78-2 Gundam. Now before we take a look at the Gundam itself, I just wanted to go over the box. There's not a lot to go over on it besides that, you got the art of the Gundam right here, you got the High Grade logo in the corner, Bandai logo in the other side of the corner. On the top you get just brief go over of just some of the features and stuff like that in Japanese, which I cannot read. Just some more images of what it would look like painted, and with a little bit more detail. You get just Gundam on the side, just another image of the mobile suit itself on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Nothing on the back, just gray, but yeah. And of course we get the instruction manual. Basically you get the image on the front, you get some promo shots on the back, inside just some more features and looks into the design, and of course the instructions itself, which are pretty straightforward and basic. So yeah, there's that. And now here we have the Gundam fully completed out of the box, and just with a little added detail, that being panel lining, a little bit of paint that I did touch up with a Gundam marker. Basically the spots that I hit up were the black panel lining on the neck section, vent section, the little lining on the legs and stuff like that, and the insides of these joint sections, as well as the arms, back, and some parts in the front. Some of the parts I did have to paint though were the face. I did not use the stickers because I don't like using stickers that much. So I just decided to paint that with a little red, went in with a black fine liner marker, and then with some yellow Gundam marker for the eyes, as well as the little V section on the crotch plate, which I painted yellow and panel lined around that. As far as any other parts for painting on this, I didn't really do much besides just a little bit of Gundam marker and painting, and that's about it. Another thing, I did top coat this kit. It only took around maybe 5 minutes for each coat, and I did 3 coats just to give it that nice flat look, and it came out pretty well. I might have to add maybe a 4th coat, but I'm good with sticking with just the 3 that I did. It took around at least 24 hours to fully dry, and then I put it together after that. But yeah. Now in terms of accessories, we do get the basic layout of weapons that you would normally see with an RX-78-2 kit. To start off, you get the beam rifle. This one I painted yellow for the scope, and then panel lined on the inside, and then I top coated it. But basic beam rifle that you'd get in a RX-78-2 kit, you get the moving scope, goes left to right, and the moving extra handle for pulling off like other poses, kind of like double-handed shot poses, stuff like that. You get 2 of the basic beam sabers, and they're on just a regular hilt and with the beam, and you could just plug it in like so. So you get 2 of these. You also get the shield right here. This one I also just touched up with a panel line, and you get the handle on the inside, and it is adjustable. All you got to do sometimes is just rotate this around like so, but normally I like to keep it like this, just like that. But yeah, so there's the shield. Here is the bazooka that it comes with. It also comes with this little clip piece that you could put on the butt. This part right here moves. I don't know what this is used for, but nothing else really moves on this. Also, this is just a single piece right here, so this part right here does not move. Hand or trigger finger hand for using with the beam rifle or the bazooka. And finally we have a poorly painted core block or core fighter. It does not transform or anything like that, but still pretty cool feature, which I painted white on these parts right here and right here, and also like in the cockpit section, and then I top coated over that. So that's it for the accessories. And here's what the Gundam would look like posed with the beam sabers and with the shield. And if you want to get him to hold his beam rifle or bazooka, all you got to do is grab the trigger finger hand, split it apart, and basically what you're going to do is bringing in the beam rifle is you're just going to sandwich it together. So aligning the trigger finger into there like so, and putting this over it, and then just sandwiching it together, tabbing it together like so. And all you got to do is just plug it into there like so. And here's what the Gundam would look like posed with the beam rifle. And the same process with the trigger finger hand works with the bazooka as well. So there he is posed with the bazooka. And when it comes to storage options, you only really get storage for the bazooka and the shield and obviously the beam sabers right here. So basically all you got to do, unplug the beams, and then these kind of plug in on the top of the backpack like so. They're kind of loose though, so you have to really kind of be patient with these. But they kind of just plug in to the backpack like that. Come around here to the back. There's this little piece right here that you could just pop out like so. It's a little tricky because you have to kind of get your nail under there like that. So there's that little tiny piece. And then interchange it with this guy right here. This is a little clip, and you just clip it into there like so in the butt, and then peg this onto this clip right here. So that's the storage for the bazooka. And then the shield has this little tiny peg, and then you could just push it into the back like so, and try to get it to angle down properly. So there it is with all of the stuff on the back, and there he is with all of the weapons practically stored. Now for comparison, here we have the high grade RX-78-2 Gundam next to the real grade RX-78-2 Gundam. Here he is with the perfect grade RX-78-2 Gundam. And finally the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters poster version. And this would be a pretty interesting battle if I do say so myself. Comment, who do you think will win, Gundam or Godzilla? Now in terms of articulation, we do get a ball joint at the head, so it could go up that far and down that far. It could go all the way around, full 360 degrees. With the beam sabers, I'm just going to get these out of the way. It's also on a polycap joint, so basically these are just like soft little joints that can come on just a softer gate. And you might see a lot of these just in general with most like high grade kits or some master grades, but mostly high grades. The arm can go full 360 like so. It can go out this far, and there's also a swivel at the bicep like so, so that can go full 360. 90-degree elbow bend, so not very far, but it's okay. There's also a ball joint at the wrist, so that could go full 360 degrees, up, down, and left, right. So there's that. There's also a slight butterfly hinge at the shoulder joint, so that's pretty cool. At the waist you get a slight pivot, but if you lift it up you could get just a little bit more like so. Also a slight diaphragm pivot like so, and you can't really do anything like back or forward arching related, so that sucks a little bit but not too bad. The legs can do partially a kick. You kind of have to lift these front skirts up a little bit more, and just to get that to go up a little bit more like so. There's also a bend at the knee. It's on a double hinge, but it doesn't go too far. And there's also a pivot at the foot, which is not the greatest, but this is also an older kit, so you won't expect much of a pivot at the foot from like an older kit like this. But in terms of articulation, there's also a pivot right here at this little heel section, so that's about it when it comes to articulation. And final comments on this guy: this is definitely a really cool kit. I don't have very many problems with it, besides maybe just a slight lack of articulation, but that's about it. You can really get a lot of nice detail into him, mainly just All you got to do is just add a little bit of panel lining, a little bit of paint, but it's not required, so you could just, open this up, build it straight, and it would still look fine either way. This was at least $12 to $13, so not very expensive, and nice just addition to add to your collection if you are into this hobby. But as far as pretty much this goes, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, and yeah, peace.